from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Happy Tuesday. Good morning. Thanks so much for starting your day off with us at GMSA at 9.
Yes, we hope you had a wonderful Monday. We hope you were able to stay indoors because it really got hot in the afternoon, and we're expecting more of the same today. So hopefully everybody who has to do outside practice or exercise or whatever, take caution out there.
Yeah, if you're looking outside right now with live cam, we don't see not a cloud in the sky. So we ain't got no shade out there, Justin. What's going on with that?
There's one plane taking off.
Yeah.
That's a nice pick of the plane.
So all we got. We're going to get a few clouds this afternoon. Like yesterday, there may be a stray shower, but it's the heat. That's a big story. We're going to be within a degree of the record, I think, this afternoon. So let's look at the forecast. We are in the low 80s right now, 90 noontime, 96 at 3 o'clock, 97 is the high temperature today, and we'll see heat indices 100 plus this afternoon. Probably around 102, 103 when it's all said and done. So, yes, the heat is no joke. Tonight, though, maybe you want to step outside and check out the full supermoon and partial lunar eclipse. The moon becomes full at 9:34 p.m. and then at 9:44, that's when the partial lunar eclipse peaks. Now, I will tell you, this is not going to be some wild big event because just a little bit of the moon is covered up. But if it's something you want to check out, you can. It will not turn red or anything like that. Supermoon, by the way, usually a little bit brighter and larger. So there should be some good viewing tonight with clearing skies. If you do want to check that out. The extended forecast, does it include some cooler temperatures and rain? We'll discuss coming up here in just a couple minutes. Guys.
Thank you, Justin. Let's look out there with TransGuide. Looking over here at 281 at Sprucewood, things are moving. Also here at this portion of 281 at Stone Oak Parkway. I was looking at the TxDOT website. There's a couple of crashes, but they haven't been confirmed. So just in case they are, this one's happening at Loop 410 at Broadway. A minor crash reported there, but not confirmed. And also one at 281 past Danilo Drive. So we will keep you posted if those are not cleared.
All right, so before we get into our show, we got to apologize strictly because there's something going on with our transmitter. Again, we got to get that situated. So, of course, if you're seeing us right now, you're probably watching via streaming or cable. However, some folks on antenna can't see us right now. We're working hard again to solve this issue, and we'll update once we are all back up and running. So please be patient with us. We got you bringing your news that you need to see and know throughout the day.
That's right. Well, on other news, a San Antonio judge has denied an effort to prevent the mailing of voting registration applications in Bexar County.
So earlier this month, commissioners approved a plan to mail over 200,000 applications to unregistered residents. Bexar County officials used an outside vendor for distribution, and that move led Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton to file a lawsuit. Paxton argued that it's illegal to arrange a mass mailing of registration applications. However, the judge dismissed the temporary restraining order and temporary injunction filed by Paxton because the applications have already been mailed out. Meanwhile, today is National Voter Registration Day, and with less than 2 months before the presidential election, it's important to not only if you're registered to vote, but where you're allowed to cast your ballot.
Our Devin Karp explains how you can check your voter registration status quickly and be ready to exercise your rights in November.
I'm standing right here in front of the Bexar County Elections Office, where officials have been working all year to get ready for the big 2024 election happening in November. And this is going to be one of several places across San Antonio you can cast your vote. But the first step in voting is making sure you're registered. One of the easiest ways to do it, you can go to the Bexar County website, search up your name and your house number, and they'll be able to tell you if you're registered. Now, if you are, congratulations, you're all set. But if not, you still have plenty of time before the election. You can register by filling out a voter registration application online at that same website. You can also go to the Bexar County Elections Office and register in person. Now, lastly, you can request a postage-paid application from your voter registrar. Additionally, a lot of voter registration booths can be found on university campuses and events throughout the city. You can find all the forms you need to help you vote. We've got a link for you up on KSAT.com. The last day you can register to vote in Texas is on October 7th. Now, you do need to be registered to vote in Texas, but if you are, you don't need to bring a registration card to your polling site. You can just bring a Texas ID or your Texas driver's license, and that'll take care of it for you. Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Devin.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
Questions about candidate safety remain following another potential assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. Authorities say that the suspect in Sunday's potential assassination attempt was thwarted long before he could threaten the former president. However, questions remain as to how he got so close. Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance, are placing blame on Democrats. Meanwhile, President Biden and Vice President Harris are condemning the violence.
The U.S. Secret Service sharing more details about their investigation just hours after the suspected would-be assassin was formally charged. Ryan Wesley Ruth, the would-be assassin, has a lengthy rap sheet, including possession of weapons of mass destruction. He's being charged with felony possession of a firearm and for removing the serial number from the rifle used during the attempted attack.
A massive pipeline fire prompted evacuations and street closures in a suburb of Houston on Monday. Officials in Deer Park said a white SUV drove through a fence and hit the 20-inch line, potentially causing the fire. As firefighters worked for several hours to contain that fire, Deer Park Mayor Jerry Mouton said liquid natural gas was burning and it would be a while before it went down. So far, 4 injuries have been reported in relation to that fire.
Carolina Beach inundated by heavy rain on Monday, with some areas receiving almost 20 inches of rain in less than a day. The resulting flooding caught many residents off guard, prompting rescues and a declaration of a state of emergency. Carolina Beach officials say the flooding is the worst the town has seen since Hurricane Fran in 1996.
Rapper Sean Diddy Combs under arrest this morning following a wave of sex abuse lawsuits and an investigation into alleged human trafficking. At least 11 lawsuits have been filed against the rapper with allegations of sexual assault and physical violence dating back to the 90s. Combs denying the claims. Charges are expected to be unsealed this morning as he's arraigned.
TikTok faced off against the federal government yesterday, fighting a law that would see the app banned in the U.S. if Chinese parent company ByteDance refuses to sell the app. TikTok rebunked claims that their app gives Americans data to the Chinese government, while the Justice Department argued that the app remains a national security threat. The judge's decision on the matter is expected sometime in December.
Boeing workers at its Washington facilities are still on the picket line as negotiators begin to contract talks again this week. If the strike ends soon, Boeing could avoid a major financial loss. However, if a deal is not reached and the strike continues on, the company could lose upward of $1 billion in revenue.
Genetic testing company 23andMe has agreed to pay $30 million to people impacted by a data breach last year. Hackers were able to access the ancestry data of 6.9 million connected profiles. A class action lawsuit claimed 23andMe didn't do enough to protect their user data. The deal is awaiting the final approval.
Take a look at the closest ever flyby of our solar system's least explored rocky planet. This amazing up-close time-lapse tour of Mercury comes courtesy of the European Space Agency's latest spacecraft, which is only the 3rd craft ever to visit the solar system's smallest planet and the first to get this close. And that's today's 9 at 9.
9:06. We're looking at 81 degrees outside, a little warm right now. Still ahead on GMSA at 9.
An athletic trainer at Lee High School raising the alarm about head football coach Wendell Harris. Our KSAT Investigates team tells us what they found coming up.
Finishing high school is usually considered the start of your adult life, but that doesn't mean some guidance can't help you get started. Coming up, we'll show you one mentorship program helping young adults on their first steps after school. Welcome back. It is 9:10. Making your way into the workforce or college or both can be challenging for high school students, and some guidance from someone who has already gone down that path can be helpful.
Well, Cass Tech High School has had a mentorship program in place for 7 years now, and that program so far has been successful in preparing students for the real world.
What happens after high school, what happens after college, or what happens, once you get into the real world, because it really is like a light switch. From one day to the next, you're a student, and the next day you're an adult in the community. And I know for me, back when I was in high school, just that happened so fast.
Jennifer Solis currently works for Accenture Operations in San Antonio. However, she tells us when she was in high school, she felt she was not prepared for the next step. And that prompted her to become a high school mentor with Cass Tech High School to help other students prepare for their future.
When I heard about it, I was super interested. I really wanted to go off of my own high school experience and how I was not so prepared to enter the adult world, and I really just wanted to give back and try to help them.
Like, hi, Subbies!
Through the KSAT mentorship program, Jennifer was teamed up with Madison Garcia, who at the time was a freshman at the school.
How was it to have Miss Elise as your mentor?
It was a very, very fun experience. Like, I was super amazed by how prepared she was, and it helped me a lot along the way. So I was really appreciative of that. Thank you.
The mentorship program introduces students to the workforce. So when Jennifer and Madison would have their mentor session, Jennifer included a resume workshop for her students.
One thing that was really important to me was to show them how to take the classes and courses that they're doing here, specifically at KSAT, the skills that they're learning, and be able to put that on your resume as skills that you have, because just because you don't have the job experience doesn't mean you don't have the skills to do the job.
She helped me a lot with my resume. I did not know one single thing about making a resume, and she made like a whole planner. She made everything super, super duper simple, and it just felt refreshing to know that I had a good place to start off my year.
Just talking to Maddie right now, and she was telling me how she used my resume template to get a job, and she got hired at HEB, and they said that they were very impressed with her resume.
This is the one that
Madison is now a junior at KSAT High School, and she works at HEB. Yeah, it was really cool to meet Madison and Jennifer, and like it's already been a few years, and so like they pretty much kind of have a friendship now.
Oh yeah, that bond.
Yeah, they have that bond, and they kind of help each other, because you still learn, even though you're a mentor, you're still learning from someone. And I thought it was super cool that Jennifer was able to help her with her resume, because how many high school juniors go into a job with a resume?
That's very true.
Yeah, and not only that, but HEB was impressed with her resume. So really cool story, their story there. We're going to have a it's a mentorship town hall on Thursday to talk a little bit about this program, and hopefully that more adults, more mentors will come forward, because the students are out there and they want that guidance. So hopefully you can see some of this mentorship town hall we're going to have at 2 p.m. This is online at KSAT this Thursday. So just to find out more about that.
Yes. All right, Steph. Thanks.
Good for the workforce, too.
Yeah, it's good.
We've got an earthquake we got to talk about, guys, out in West Texas. This happened yesterday at roughly 7:50. This was a 5.1 earthquake, which is nothing to sneeze at. That'll rattle some dishes. This was just north of Midland. And it was felt in places like San Antonio and Austin and Dallas. Just barely, but some people did notice it, especially if you're on a high rise. It tends to be a little more pronounced. But yes, that was yesterday out near Midland. They've had several out that way over the last couple of years. But that's exactly where it was located. So I want to pass that along. Let's look at a countdown, too. 5 days until fall begins. I know it doesn't feel like it, but I promise fall is almost here. Halloween stuff, 44 days. Countdown is there. Time change is 46 days away. Election day is 48 days away. So Halloween, time change, and election day are all kind of clustered there close together. And then Thanksgiving, 72. Christmas is 99 days away. So we're getting there. We're thinking cooler thoughts. We have to. Because these temperatures are just so unbearable. 97 is where we'll end up today. That's the high temperature. You go out west, you got 60s. It's much cooler. You got rain out there. Very nice weather. And then some cooler weather on the East Coast, too, with clouds and rain. I will point out that San Antonio, at least on this map, hottest place in the country. I don't know if it ends up that way. Yesterday, Phoenix was, but I think somewhere in South Texas, it will be the hottest place in the United States later today, just based on what we're seeing temperature-wise. And because of that ridge-of pressure. As we go outside for you, we are now up into the 80s, 81 degrees at the airport, a very light wind, and we're seeing those temperatures in the hill country that were in the 60s earlier jump up into the 70s, and you'll see some pretty rapid rises in these numbers going forward. 74 Canyon Lake, 73 in Bernie, 76 Pleasanton, 76 right now in Nixon, 78 for our friends out in Gonzales this morning. And temperatures, again, they peak in the upper 90s, but this is where the heat index peaks. So this is not the air temperature, this is the feels like number with the humidity, but it's important. And with after-school practices, this is not the kind of temperature and heat index you want to deal with. So 102 is what it will feel like for a few hours this afternoon here in town. There could even be a few higher numbers, especially after the east where humidity is a little bit thicker. So our forecast today, noontime 90, we make our way up to 97. There is a very, very small chance of a shower as we get into the afternoon, a lot like yesterday, but of little significance. So that's not going to be a problem. Our futurecast. Remember that ridge of high pressure? Well, it doesn't really move. In fact, it builds north over Texas, which makes things even drier and quieter, I think, as we get into Thursday and Friday. Now, the trough that's out west finally does move, and it kind of squashes our high a little bit. It may even shift it a little bit east. If that happens, we should get some cooler air in here by the start of next week, and certainly by the middle part of next week. Maybe even, we're talking some fronts here. It's a little too early to say that, but it is signifying a pattern change, and the models are hinting at that. So that would be fantastic. 96 Wednesday, 96 Thursday, 97 Friday. Yes, fall does officially start on Sunday. It's around 7:44 in the morning when you have the equinox. And then Monday, as I said, maybe, just maybe a little bit cooler.
Fingers crossed.
Let's hope.
We'll take that. Quick look out there with TransGuide. Some of these cameras look pretty good right now, but we want to keep you aware of a couple of crashes around town on the TxDOT website. One, again, is at Loop 410 at Broadway, so be aware of that because we have a shoulder that is blocked and also one of the main lanes blocked off. And that looks to be all the accidents, or excuse me, crashes in our area right now. I know, oh, actually, we still have one. There's a little bit of holdup there at 1604 that you saw there on your camera, and then also at 281 at Danilo Drive. Just be aware of that minor crash right there.
All right, guys, it is time to go to the one and only. Let's head out to our girls over at SA Live. What's up, girls? How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Hi, happy Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
And you know what?
It's a Tuesday.
It's brunchy brunch time.
Yes, we are all about those brunch vibes. It's our second week at this time, so we're brunching all the way. Don't worry, we have some food on the way for you.
Oh, Lord bless it.
Of course.
Yeah, they were wondering.
We need y'all need to send an exercising machine over here too for me because y'all gonna fill me up.
Y'all should stop eating breakfast because we will take care of you from here on out, okay? Yes, we're talking about Box Street all day. I don't know if you guys have been. They have two locations, one at Hemisphere and one at La Cantera Heights. And we have
Chef Nicole Marshall is here with us. We want to talk about the brunch experience at Box Street all day.
Yeah, so like it says, we got brunch all day, but if you're not into brunch, guess what? We've got you covered too. So we've got menu items from 9 to 9 at our La Cantera Heights location. Sunday, Monday there, it is 9 to 4. At our Hemisphere location, 9 to 4, brunch all day.
Mocktails and cocktails?
Yeah, got everything for everyone to enjoy.
I mean, and you saw how beautiful that looks. And I feel like you guys take the average things that you can order at brunch, but you elevate them.
We do. We try to put our own little vibe on it. So I feel like when people walk into Box Street, they kind of have this vibe that they go with, and I feel like our food represents that.
And pet friendly too, right? There's a patio?
Friendly, energetic. Everybody's welcome. I think, you can celebrate there, you can come together with friends. It's a little bit for everyone.
What's really cool, the newest location at La Cantera Heights, I know you guys do a lot of events, right?
Yes, we do. So we've got Wellness Wednesdays that start at 7 if you want a little yoga and Pilates. We also do a Texas market every other weekend. We alternate with our Hemisphere location.
And I believe we're sending something back to them. Can you tell me what they're going to get to taste at
So
KSAT?
they are going to get to taste our salmon mousse naan and our breakfast panna cotta.
And I hear the sandwiches and burritos too?
Sandwiches and burritos on the way as we speak.
The way. Okay, we're going to learn how to make this. And thank you so much, chefs. I hope you guys are hungry. I know now we are.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's why we don't eat breakfast.
Good idea.
Well, those dishes were very pretty and looked very refreshing.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you, guys. We look forward to visiting with you a little later in the show. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's 9:24. Well, an athletic trainer at Lee High School says she resigned this summer after filing a sexual harassment complaint against head football coach Wendell Harris.
KSAT's Dylan Collier has been looking into the allegations against Coach Harris.
The first incident was last September in the school's training room. The woman, another trainer, and a coach had a conversation about someone the woman had previously dated.
Not even 2 minutes later, Coach Harris walked in and looks me up and down and says, "I heard you're for the streets. I have tricks too."
She said Harris's intent was clear.
That he was calling me a hoe.
A month and a half later, in mid-October, the trainer rushed onto the practice field to tend to an injured player. When she and the other trainer went to brief Harris on the incident, she says the coach directed another inappropriate remark at her.
Coach Harris made a comment that it was like an episode of Baywatch this morning and did the gesture of my boobs bouncing as I was running out to the field.
The other trainer had again witnessed the encounter.
Well, our Dylan Collier interviewed the woman there who filed the complaint, and he joins us live now. And Dylan, what was your big takeaway from all of this in the interview?
Well, that the investigator assigned to the Title IX case concluded there was not a preponderance of evidence to support either of these two allegations against Harris, even though the other trainer at the school witnessed both incidents and corroborated that Harris indeed made these comments.
So here's a good question. It says the woman resigned a few weeks before the investigator submitted the conclusion in July. Why did she step down at that time?
So she was up against the deadline to commit to working for another school year at that campus. And she told us she could tell from all of her interactions with administration going back to February when she first made the official complaint that they were going to side with Harris and not her.
All right, Dylan, well, we look forward to hearing more about this story tonight on the Night Beat, but thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And a reminder, on the Night Beat, KSAT investigates the district's handling of these incidents and Harris's denial of the allegations.
Right now, it is 9:26. We're looking at 81 degrees outside, and there's still a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
So are the Secret Service doing enough to keep our candidates safe? That's a question being asked across the country after the latest attempt on former President Donald Trump's life.
And we've all heard about concussions, but how do we know and how do we treat them and avoid getting them in the first place? We're going to hear from an expert next.
Welcome back. It is 9:30 now. Sports and extracurricular activities are back in full swing with students across our city. As many as 3.8 million concussions, though, occur each year across the country, and almost half go undetected and untreated.
Joining us to talk more about concussions, the signs and symptoms, and when you should seek treatment is Dr. Guy Nicolette. He's a sports medicine physician for UT Health San Antonio and the San Antonio Spurs. Good morning, Dr. Nicolette. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, first of all, what is the concussion exactly, and what are some of the symptoms there?
Well, the definition certainly is evolving, just like our treatment plans. A group of international experts gets together every few years and tries to update everybody on the science and even the definition. And so the current definition is that it's a traumatic brain injury caused by a direct blow to the head or body, resulting in a force being transmitted to the brain. And that force causes this cascade of neurochemical and metabolic and blood flow change that affects the brain. And these symptoms can be different for everybody. There are some classic symptoms, but every concussion can be different, even in the same person for the second or third time. So we really have a spectrum of a definition for concussion.
I think that's a key point that you said, that every concussion can be different because there's different time lengths for one. So how long does a concussion actually last, and when should you seek medical treatment for them?
Yeah, great question. The majority of the sport-related concussion lasts 7 to 14 days. The vast majority resolve within 3 weeks. So it's unusual for symptoms to last that long, but when they do, those usually need more thorough investigation. And I guess I'll point out now that there's really no blood test or imaging that's routinely available that helps that just return to play decision. So it really is a clinical decision at this point, meaning that we go on symptoms and how the patient looks.
Now, you were talking about changes earlier, like the changes in the actual definition of concussion, but what has changed regarding treatment for concussions?
Oh, the assessment and management really has changed over the past 25 years. I was trained at a time when we did, at least for the athletes, and most what we're talking about, happens in football. This is football season, and so it's concussion season. But I was trained at a time when we did a quick sideline assessment, and as long as the athlete was grossly normal and felt comfortable going back in, we would let them play in 20 minutes. And that was complete completely standard of care. You know, it was even published as these Colorado guidelines back in the day.
Now,
and so things have really changed. We would never let, in today's world, that athlete that had a concussion go back into that same contest.
I think that was seen on the national stage, you know, with the Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. That's been a big conversation because, again, multiple seasons he's been experiencing some type of medical situation on the field. Has a lot of people asking this question: if you have had a concussion, how likely are you to have another one?
Well, I mean, the scientific answer really is pretty vague. It's more likely, but we really don't know exactly how much more likely. There seems to be a little bit of a compounding effect. And while, I mean, I think it's logical and probably just common sense to say that more concussions are worse than no concussions, it's just been hard to prove how many is too many. And, you know, the first concussion, it's easier to get the second concussion than the first, and easier to get the third than the second, and so on and so on. But we can't yet quantify that, and so it's just highly variable. And of course, the severity of each concussion can help somebody determine whether or not too many is too many, and how likely the next one is really going to be.
All right.
I think there's a lot of clinicians and scientists interested in that question. So I'd say, you know, check back in a few years, because we really are devoting a lot of research and time to study the effect of multiple concussions and help people make more informed decisions.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Nicolette. That's important information for, you know, all our athletes, trainers, and coaches especially. So for more information, you can head over to uthealthcare.org/sportsmedicine. Again, thank you, Dr. Nicolette.
Thanks again for having me.
Let's take a live look outside at the city right now with Live Cam. What is up, San Antonio? Thanks again for starting your day with us. Let's get to Justin Horn, because, again, it's clear out there, but that sun is shining.
Oh, it is. And it's coming down in full force now. We're going to see those temperatures really start to race upwards. We're at 81 now. I suspect we'll be up near 90 just within the next several hours. First, want to take a look at a picture, though, coming into our KSAT Connect. Look at that thing. It's huge. We had an insect earlier this morning. This is another. I've never seen one of these. So they're saying it's a Hudson fly. I think it's also known as a Dobson fly, but it is over 2 inches long. And okay, I think there's several different names for these things, but I've never seen one here in San Antonio. But there you go. And I was told, they're saying here that I was told that the barb you see is the defense mechanism. You don't want to mess with them. So anyway, we appreciate you sending that in. That's scary stuff. Your forecast for today: 90 at noontime. We'll be up around 97 this afternoon. Feels like numbers will be anywhere from 101 to 103. There is a very, very small chance of a shower showing up. Otherwise, it's just hot and it's humid. Pollen count is in too. I want to pass this along very quickly. Molds are low, fall elm is low, as is ragweed. Guys.
Thank you, Justin. Let's look out there with TransGuide. This is kind of what we saw earlier on the roadways. 1604 at Bitters. This is a minor crash that is being reported right now, but it is backing up traffic. You can see for quite a ways. Looks like one lane is cleared there, but I mean, we still have a lane blocked, and they're trying to clear this crash right now. So just be aware of this area. Well, following another attempt on former President Trump's life, there are now growing concerns that the Secret Service doesn't have the resources necessary to keep the candidate safe.
ABC's Pierre Thomas has more on the questions surrounding the agency's ability.
Our folks are rising to this moment.
This morning, the U.S. government is facing a critical question, and perhaps the most dangerous threat environment since 9/11. Does the Secret Service have enough? With this blunt assessment from President Biden.
Service needs more help.
Biden calling on Congress to do more as the agency deals with the threat of domestic terror, a surge in threats of political violence, and a resurgence of ISIS and al-Qaeda in the wake of the Israeli-Hamas conflict.
I think the Congress should respond to their needs if they, in fact, need more services.
In the wake of security failures in the attack against Trump at that Pennsylvania rally, the Secret Service has expanded Trump's SWAT team and made other security enhancements, but the congressional scrutiny remains intense.
If the Secret Service is in need of more resources, we are prepared to providing it for them, possibly in the upcoming funding agreement.
Even with bipartisan calls to give the Secret Service what it needs, the political environment is heated. President Trump on Monday was blaming the Biden administration for the recent plots against him. Acting Secret Service director tried to calm the political waters, saying the White House is trying to give him everything he needs.
President Biden made it clear that he wanted the highest levels of protection for former President Trump.
Well, overnight, Homeland Security agents arresting music mogul Sean Diddy Combs at a hotel in New York City. An indictment unsealed this morning revealed that Combs is facing charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. The arrest caps a turbulent year for the rap icon. Last November, his ex-girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura, filed a lawsuit alleging years of abuse, including domestic violence and rape. The case was settled the next day for undisclosed amount, but was followed by 10 more lawsuits alleging similar conduct from Combs.
A Coast Guard hearing is shedding new light on the Titan submersible disaster that killed 5 people last year. The hearing revealed new pictures of the imploded submersible before recovery, as well as a number of issues with the submersible. The Titan was reportedly not pressure tested to industry standards, and that some of the Ocean Gate's former engineers weren't confident that the sub could make it to the Titanic safely.
The time now is 9:39, and we're at 81 degrees. You are watching GMSA at night.
A baby girl fighting cancer, and her parents are wanting to raise awareness during Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. We're learning the ways that you can help out after the break.
You can explain to them, why you're being held down, why you're getting these tough chemos, why you don't feel good.
Peyton's cancer journey began when her parents noticed dark circles under her eyes. They took her to the doctor, and blood tests were done.
Never expected to be your child.
It just kind of feels like an act of terrorism on your personal life.
Yeah, so it's been 7 months since Peyton's diagnosis, and her parents are hoping that telling her story will help raise awareness for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month.
Well, joining us right now is KSAT 12 producer Haley Powers. So Haley got the chance to sit down with Peyton's parents and to hear their story. So Haley, what was it like meeting Peyton?
Oh man, she is just the sweetest little girl, and they're the sweetest little family. It kind of breaks my heart because it's like this is just a child. And it breaks my heart for the parents too, because this is their first child. They went 7 months of her life thinking she was a regular newborn, and then she has this genetic mutation that ended up being cancer. So
now I know a lot of people, we hear about leukemia, but infant leukemia, what is that exactly?
Yeah, so infant leukemia is a cancer that's in the blood and the bone marrow. Now the exact gene rearrangement that Peyton has is called KMT2A. I don't know what that stands for because I'm not a doctor, but pretty much how her parents explained it is it put her at a higher risk for developing leukemia. As of right now, there's, again, no reason why she has it, but she specifically has acute lymphoblastic leukemia, or ALL. And according to St. Jude's Research Hospital, infant ALL happens in children only under the age of 1 and affects about 90 infants a year, so it's really rare.
Speaking of rare, how can people raise awareness for Childhood Cancer Month, which is this month?
Yeah, so donating is the biggest thing. You can donate to a lot of cancer research organizations. The Laura's, Peyton's parents, they mentioned St. Jude's, Big Love Cancer Care, Pinky Swear. Other ways of donating are by the gold ribbon. Everyone knows what the pink ribbon is. Gold is for childhood cancer. So you can use that on social media. It gets people talking. And then lastly, this actually affected Peyton directly, is blood donations. 2 days before our interview, she got a blood donation from a volunteer donor. So her parents really want people to know that when you donate, the blood is helping.
Yeah. Now, I remember, obviously, you've been working on this really hard. You've been in contact with the family. You wrote the whole thing, but every time I talk to you about this, you always say, prepare to be emotional. This was an emotional experience for you, huh?
Yeah. So I'm pregnant, and I have my first child growing inside me, and Allison, the mom, she didn't know that this was going to happen. So it's just scary, and it's kind of a reality check because even they said they don't expect it to happen to you. You hear it happening to other kids. You're like, well, that's not going to happen to my kid. So it's it can happen, and it's good to know that there are other people going through this. You can get help. You're not alone. But also donating blood, donating monetary donations, it's going to help these kids get through these battles.
All right. And all that information can be found on the web story, correct?
Yes. So we have a web story. I wrote that. There's a lot of information. It goes more into detail about what infant leukemia is, the specific type that Peyton has, and more details from her parents because it has been a long journey. The Krista staff, I know, has been very helpful for them, but she's had at the most 45-day stints in the hospital, so it's just a lot for the family, and they just really wanted awareness out there.
Well, thank you for sharing Peyton's story, for the family story, and bringing awareness and maybe giving a little bit of hope for other families who may be going through something similar.
Of course.
Thank you, Haley.
Thank you.
Let's look out there with Zoo Cam and see how our friends the flamingos are doing. Of course, looking for shade as usual.
Them shady flamingos. Look at them. I mean, you know what? It is. When you walk out, you get the same thing every day. But it's always a cool sight to see, because how often do you see a flamingo every day, right?
It's true.
It's good to visit the zoo every once in a while. All this week, though, is going to be warm.
One of these days, the hippos will come out of the
Yes.
water. So
we would like to
Moondong kinfolks.
Timothy and Uma.
Yes. Yes, you're referring to the little baby.
The little pygmy thing that's a celebrity online now.
Yeah, you check it out. It's on social media. Also, check this out. Tonight, you're going to have a supermoon and a partial lunar eclipse. Okay, the moon becomes full around 9:34, specifically speaking. That's when we hit peak. The partial lunar eclipse peaks at 9:44. Now, the moon will not turn red. This is not a classic lunar eclipse. Just a little piece of it will be covered by the Earth's shadow. But still, if you want to check it out, again, 9:44. You got to stay up a little later. Supermoon typically means brighter, larger. So we should have some good viewing tonight. We should see cloud-free skies. At least that's the hope as we look across the country. We don't have any clouds right now. You go out west, though, a lot of clouds, a lot of rain, a lot of cool temperatures there, and some showers traversing the plains this morning, the northern plains. And then you got this area of low pressure, which has been a big problem for folks in the Carolinas. A lot of heavy rain with that. That's going to sit there for a little while longer. It'll bring rain to the East Coast, rain to parts of Florida. It's cooler there as well. But over Texas, high pressure is in control, and that's where all the heat is, right over us. I want to show you a little closer view of North Carolina, because, man, they have been hit so hard by this heavy rain. They're saying a 1,000-year rain event in some cases. There is some more heavy rain lifting north now to parts of Virginia. But over the last couple of days, look at this, estimates of 20 inches of rain in the southeastern portion of North Carolina. Huge amounts. And they got that in a pretty quick clip. So that's where all the flooding concerns have been, there along the East Coast and the Carolinas. Outside right now, we've got 81 degrees in San Antonio. South-southeasterly winds are very, very light. New Braunfels 80, Converse 79, upper 70s for Bernie and Kerrville at this hour. And the heat index, this is what it feels like when you factor in the humidity, now jumping into the upper 80s. 87, current feels like number here in San Antonio. 87 Converse, 87 in Seguin. So these numbers are quickly jumping as well. And we think heat index values will get over 100 later today. All thanks to that heat high, which has built in over Texas. It's been a problem. It's still there, still stuck there even into the weekend. But watch what happens as we get into early next week. Finally gets shoved to the east just a little bit. So this is Monday at 7 o'clock. We start to get some troughing across the middle part of the country. So that's a sort of dip. And that should allow for some cooler air to work in. Maybe, just maybe a front. I can't guarantee it'll be a front that's going to make a huge difference, but it's a little bit of a pattern change. And that's all we can ask for at this point, because the weather has been so consistently hot. And I don't know that we like it that much. 95 Wednesday, 97 Thursday, 96 Friday. As we get into the weekend, maybe a bit more cloud cover, and maybe a small chance of rain showing up there as we get into next week.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's time for us to start putting on the pounds again, because look at this. SA Live.
Thank
you. I don't know. Y'all are making us emotional. Look at there you go. And if you guys notice closely, this is it looks like some type of hash brown potato patty is in here.
I like
so, yeah, let's head out to our people at SA Live so we can get with them about this beautiful.
You know, Jen, they're going to have to take us out to brunch at some point.
Yeah, we are.
That would be great. Let's plan on that.
Goodness.
We owe you.
This is beautiful.
I don't even
It's
How
like
do you
potato.
pick this up?
It's
Look,
like
guys.
a potato hash brown or something. I'm excited about
amazing.
it.
Well, we're going to tell you. Yes, we're going to tell you what it is, because guess what? We've got Chef Nicole Marshall here with Box Street all day, and what they are eating
is what?
Look, we have right here. Yeah, tell us what this is.
So guys, you got our breakfast sandwich. So you got American cheese, hashies, our rosette egg. This one has bacon and avocado with our spicy mayo on it. You got our breakfast burrito right here. Beans, chorizo, egg, avocado in there, and then a little bit of our salsa verde.
Wow.
Right? Good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, and we're going to tell you how you can win a gift card at Box Tree all day, so you got to stick around. Thank you, Keisha.
Welcome.
And it's time to celebrate all things free and fun at the library. Scott Williams, marketing manager of San Antonio Public Library, is here. And what is this month,
This
Scott?
month is National Library Card Sign Up Month.
Woohoo!
My favorite month.
And the big reason folks are signing up is?
New library card designs. Aren't they amazing? The real one's not this big. These are just for TV. But
We're going to have fun with
all
trivia
kinds
with
of new
Scott.
library card designs. Check
Yeah, he's gonna
those
close
out.
us. I'm a little,
Are y'all ready?
a little worried. No, I am
Did you
not
brush
ready.
up on your library trivia before?
No.
Okay, good.
All right, and elevate your everyday with beautiful handmade jewelry made by a local artisan. All that and more when SA Live continues.